Well, good morning. This is Plant Smart Living with Farmer Fred. I'm really glad you could join Bailey and I today out here in the vegetable garden. It's a beautiful day here in Pennsylvania Zone 6. And so I wanted to share with you today the benefits of using black plastic mulch in your vegetable garden. So thanks for joining me today. So behind me is my 18-foot by 30-foot garden bed there. You know, a couple of years ago I put a wood perimeter around it using 2x8s, and then I was able to raise the soil levels up a little bit, add some more compost. And so we're here in mid-May, and I'm about ready to take my plastic off and fertilize underneath, and I'm actually going to put a new piece of plastic there over my garden bed. And so I just wanted to take a moment and talk to you about some of the benefits of using black plastic mulch on your vegetable garden. So, you know, mulches can be organic or inorganic. Obviously the black plastic mulch is inorganic. So what are some of your organic mulches that you can use? Now, mulches are something that typically sits on top of the soil, a layer maybe 2-3 inches thick. And some of your organic types of mulches are straw, grass clippings, wood chips, sawdust, and newspaper. And so those are some of your organic type mulches. And so what do mulches help do in your garden? What are the benefits of them? Well, mulches, it keeps the weeds suppressed. You know, the hope is to make weeding a thing of the past. You know, now here in our PSL gardens, Plant Smart Living gardens, I do use the certified weed-free compost. It's a leaf mulch amended with topsoil. And so although in this bed here most of that's topsoil in there amended with a little bit of compost, so I do get a lot of weeds that grow up there. And so, but this bed behind me also grow my tomatoes and peppers. And so, you know, the mulch is also, another benefit is it greatly reduces the need for watering. And so, you know, again, that's a win-win situation. And black plastic mulch, it also helps warm the spring soil for those early crops. Again, so, you know, it makes weeding a thing of the past. It greatly reduces the need for watering, and it helps warm the spring soil for those early crops. And so I had mentioned that I grow my peppers using the black plastic mulch, and also my tomatoes. Some of your other heat lover plants are your eggplant, your cucumbers, your tomatoes, and some of your long vining crops like your watermelons and your cantaloupe and your winter squash. Before I had built and designed my back raised garden beds here, my 3 sections that are 4 foot by 32 foot long, I used to have mounds where I would grow my melons, watermelons and cantaloupes, but over those mounds I would cover them with the black plastic, and you know, they just thrived under those being planted in the black plastic. And so you also, again, suppressing the weeds, then you know, there's no competition for soil nutrients. And so, you know, let me encourage you to think about using black plastic in your vegetable garden for those certain crops. Now, I don't use black plastic for my leafy greens, you know, or radishes or carrots. Again, mostly just for those heat lover crops or plants. You know, so with me using the black plastic, I don't have hardly any weeding to do in that garden. And then I used, again, the row covers, so I don't have to worry about pests on my plants. And then basically using a certified weed-free compost really makes my time out in the garden much more enjoyable. You know, one of the big discouraging parts of gardening is having to pull out weeds all the time or deal with pests. You know, it's a lot of intensive labor, you know, and I always encourage people just to take a little bit of time and money up front to do these certain things, and your garden season will be a lot more enjoyable. And so, because once I have everything planted, I really don't spend a lot of time out here maintaining the garden. You know, I maybe water, but then I have an automatic watering system, and so I only spend a couple hours a week once the garden's in full bloom, you know, taking care of my garden out here. And so anyhow, I hope this video maybe have given you some tips and ideas in your own garden. And if you have any comments or questions, feel free to leave them in the section below. And also, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so you can receive future videos. So I hope you have a wonderful day. So until next time, this is Plant Smart Living with Farmer Fred.